Hey guys, this is for all my students who make apps. I just wanted to showcase how to test your app on different devices and how important it is to test your app on different devices. I have a variety of devices here to show really old devices, really new devices, just differences in sizes and ratios. And so let's get started over here with the HTC Droid Aeris. Now, this little guy is an old phone. It doesn't even have a version of Android that will work with it. It has to have CyanogenMod on it, otherwise it can't connect to any Google apps. It doesn't have Chrome. It has the Android browser. It runs extremely poorly. As you can see, it barely runs at all. I can play the game, but it's not worth playing on this application. It's very small. It's not able to go to the home screen even, so that one's out. Forget that one. How about this one? No. How about this one? This one right here is the iPod Touch. I believe it's a Generation 2. Now this guy right here plays pretty good. It did not play when I first turned on the device for the first time in a couple of years. It had to do a bunch of updating and it was very, very slow, but now that it's done all of its updating, it's pretty good. It works. It's good. It's very small though. You have to understand that on this particular device, the picture is very, very small. So, this one over here is the Samsung Galaxy Nexus, and I'll be honest with you, this is the worst one, and I was very surprised when I found that out. This one right here, as opposed to this one, which is slow, this one right here is like dropping frames, as you can see. This one is showing all the frames. This one is trying to play it fast and just not doing it. And so it's completely unplayable. You can't even touch the device because it doesn't have frames there. So that one's out. Those two are out. They're bad. This one right here is the Samsung Note 5. And it actually runs perfect. I mean, this is what I've been developing on, but it's a much bigger screen. It's probably a bigger screen than most people have on their phones, although I guess big phones are all the rage these days. Runs great, runs perfect, cool. This guy right here is the iPad 9.7 Pro. Runs great, runs perfect, no problems, everything's good, super cool. Looks good on that. We could even open this up on the Surface, and the Surface also plays just fine. I almost think that it plays slow a little bit. It's weird, like this one right here, it feels like this one is moving faster than that one. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. It's weird. It's just important to just test these kinds of things on all different kinds of devices so you can see the differences, so you can feel the difference between playing it or using your application in one place versus using your application in another place. For instance, when this one goes crazy, it bounces back and forth really fast, but when this one goes crazy, you still have plenty of time to play on this screen. And when it comes to applications, there's other things that work in the exact same way, where just because it works perfect on one version of your application doesn't mean it works perfectly on another version. So you got to test it on all different kinds of devices. You got to test it for different devices for how it runs, for how it feels, and for how it looks. And this is just a demonstration of some of that. So there you go. By the way, my new app is called Hackasack.com. There it is, Hackasack.com. Woohoo!